Let us continue from where we left off. We're going to read the next chapter of this book. It's called Bound to Blood and Moonlight. It's a good werewolf billionaire romance. As always, I read for you, and you enjoy the plot. Subscribe if you haven't yet. Let us read. Chapter 14. The witnesses lie in opposite directions. Ryder kept his pace steady, forcing his body to stay calm, even as unease crept beneath the surface. The moment they left the main thoroughfare, his careful neutrality fractured. Every shadow caught his eye, every shuttered window, every slick alleyway. The lower pack housing was known for fear, secrets, and violence, the poorest, most desperate territory. His stomach tightened. Guiding Liora here put him in direct conflict with Elder orders, and he had to hide it. Rain hammered the corrugated rooftops with metallic insistence, amplifying the exposure, the vulnerability of the space around them. "Why are you acting like someone's watching us?" Liora's voice cut through the rain behind him, low, sharp. Ryder stopped in front of a peeling shack door, its frame barely holding against the storm. Before he could knock, a narrow gap opened. An elderly wolf peered out, her eyes not on Ryder, but scanning anxiously past him, down the alley. His irritation at the delay shifted instantly to concern. The raw terror on her face was unmistakable. She recognized Liora in the dim light and flinched. The door pulled tighter. Warm, herbal smoke seeped through the crack, clashing with the cold scent of rain. Her voice, thin and cautious, whispered, "You shouldn't have come here." Ryder leaned closer, cutting off Liora's view of the woman's face so he could hear her clearly. The elder muttered about Damian's curse. Behind him, Liora's breath hitched, a small, choked gasp. Ryder felt it then. A spike of cold, jealous tension he hadn't invited. The elder's words implied a connection Liora couldn't deny. Ryder's thoughts bristled. She was emotionally tied to Damian. He lowered his voice, carefully measured, probing. "Did he do something to you?" Ryder's gaze never left Liora, waiting for denial, but the elder spoke before she could answer. Her voice was reedy, laced with guilt and urgency. She described what she saw. Damian, carrying a child, bleeding, crying. The tremor in her words, fear and relief entwined, sent a shiver through Ryder. He knew the elder was risking consequences to tell the truth. "That's enough, elder." Ryder's sharp voice cut through the narrow alley. He stepped forward, deliberately closing the space, cutting her off mid-sentence. Liora, leaning toward the door with fragile hope, recoiled. Suspicion flared. Ryder's actions reflected his role. Controlling the narrative, preventing the pack from hearing anything that contradicted the approved account. The elder's fearful glance confirmed it. He wasn't a protector. He was a handler. Rowan's small apartment reeked of cigarette smoke. Thick, bitter, a stark contrast to the clean, wet air outside. Liora stepped in. Curiosity pricked at her, but dread replaced it quickly. Rowan stood by a cracked window, refusing to meet her gaze. His attention fixed on the street below. Older than Ryder. Brittle. Wary. He radiated distance. She needed answers, but he clearly didn't want to provide them. "You shouldn't dig this up," he muttered to the glass, voice low, bitter. The warning ignited determination in Liora. The elder downstairs had given her a fragment of hope. Rowan offered avoidance. She stepped forward, voice trembling, but firm. "Tell me." It wasn't a request, it was an order, driven by her urgent need for truth. Rowan's hand crushed the cigarette against the windowsill, the brittle snap echoing in the tight space. His voice came low, hoarse, words that seemed to cost him physically. "I saw Damian over your father's body, and he fled into the woods after." Liora froze, struck by the contradiction. The elder had seen a child carried safely. Rowan saw Damian fleeing, unsure if it was a body or a child. Two witnesses, opposite truths, yet both insisted Damian was central. She staggered against the wall, heels catching a loose floorboard. "They can't both be lying. Can they?" Rowan leaned closer, whispering like a guilty confession. "He fled with a child. Or a body. I don't know which." The uncertainty shattered any stable footing Liora had. The flickering lighter in his trembling hand became the only point she could focus on. Her breath caught. The room tilted. Gripping the edge of the table, chest heaving, her terror spiraled. A flash of memory erupted. The smell of pine. A red light. A scream not present, but echoing inside her. Liora forced the words past her lips. "But I didn't see any child." Ryder reacted immediately, grabbing her arm too quickly, his touch sharp, urgent. The sudden cold pressure transformed her terror into suspicion. His fear betrayed his motive. This was no longer about protecting her. It was about controlling the secret Rowan had exposed. His voice cracked under panic. "Liora, stop. Don't go there." It was too late. Liora clutched her head as the fragmented memory tore through her consciousness. The flash of pine, the red light, the desperate, impossible scream, all pointed to one terrifying truth, and she recognized it, shivering with horror. That was me.